Hey Capricorn, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad that you found me. This is your January mid-month forecast. What I'm going to do is pull a total of 5 tarot cards for you, and I'm also going to pull the bottom card for the underlying theme or the overarching energy. I'm also going to pull a gemstone oracle card by Sage Goddess for you. It's becoming a regular. And I'm excited, I've got a new deck. I'm also going to pull from the Divine Circus Oracle, and this is a new deck by Elena Fairchild. It's new to me. So I can't wait to share this with you. I really love the artwork on it, and I like the energy that goes with it as well. It was a Christmas present, and it also is to celebrate my 3,500th subscriber. I am blown away, y'all. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. I'm so glad that you're here. Before I get started shuffling, I want to remind you that this is a general reading for my Capricorn friends. And if this reading is not resonant for you, then I invite you to check your moon or rising sign for more resonant messages there. Not every time, not every month, not every reading is going to be resonant with your sun sign, and you are more than just a Capricorn, sweetheart. I just finished the 2017 Heads Up video series, so I encourage you to go check that out as well. Check your sun, moon, and rising sign for that video series, because I go over the major transits of 2017 in the houses, give a little bit of information and possible scenarios that could play out there. And I also pull some Sage Goddess Oracle cards for you there, gemstones. I pull 4 for each sign there. This is for my Capricorns for mid-January, around the full moon. What I'm going to do now is cut. Okay. I'm going to take the bottom card to represent the underlying theme or the overarching energy. The top card is the first card, and that represents the present, or you. The second card represents the past, or the past energies around you. The third represents the possible obstacles. The fourth represents the possible help. And the fifth card represents the possible outcome. Okay. And now for a Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle card for my Capricorn friends for mid-January 2017. Happy 2017, y'all. It's the year of the fire rooster, if you do not know. Google a little bit of Chinese zodiac astrology, if you will. The year of the fire rooster, to see what kind of energy will be playing out according to the Chinese zodiac. Mercury is retrograde in your sign, Capricorn. He's tap dancing around in between your sign and Sagittarius, I believe. I don't have it written down. I just have the houses written down for you. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the deck now and grab the top card from this stack. And now for the brand new Divine Circus Oracle by Elena Fairchild. The artwork is done by different artists. I've played with these some already, and I really like the messages that they bring. In the book, there's tips for healing that I will try to share as well. I'll look it up in between my tarot math pause. How about that? Okay, Capricorn, let me cut for you. I'm going to take the top card, and look, it's under the big top. I used to love the circus as a little girl. Okay, Capricorn, what I'm going to do now is take that pause to do the tarot math and look up the healing portion for your Divine Circus Oracle card, and I'll be right back with your story. Hang tight, y'all. Hey, Capricorn, I'm back with your cards, so let's get started with your reading. The underlying theme or overarching energy for the second half of January 2017 is the Nine of Pentacles. I read the card numbers up here as astrological houses, and if it's a number higher than 12, then I reduce the number and then associate it to an astrological house for my new viewers. Anyways, the ninth house is the house that's ruled by Sagittarius. It is a house that I like to explain as your worldview expanded through travel or study. The ninth house governs your long-distance trips. It covers adventures and questing. It covers higher education, the study of philosophy, religion, astrology, foreign languages, legal system matters, political matters. It also governs foreign people, foreign places, and foreign things. The pentacles in this card represent earth sign energy, and the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and you, Capricorn. The pentacles can also represent money or resources. Money is the obvious. Resources can be anything from your health to things that you would expend on another living thing or situation that is close to you. In this card, I look at this card as the minor arcana of the Empress card, where she has been able to take the things that are around her and make her life and her surroundings better, and it also betters those around her as well. Like their life, their quality of life goes up by her just doing what she does. She's also very much a producer. She could be artsy and craftsy as well. I say she just because it's a female character right here. This is a general reading. It doesn't have to be a female. I feel like this is very much speaking to you. You don't have any astrological ninth house energy playing out for you right now, but I looked at your 2017 year ahead notes while I was doing the math on this, and you are going to have a Mercury retrograde in your ninth house later on in 2017. So you may be wanting to think about, or whatever you think about now, you may be going back to later on in the year to revise. Just an idea. It's the underlying theme or the overarching energy for the spread. Now, the energy or the card that represents the present situation at hand or you is the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is probably you. Just because it's got the pentacle here. Sorry, Zoe just jumped up on the bed. The pentacles represent earth sign energy. It can be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. The pentacles represent earth signs, that is Taurus, Virgo, and you, Capricorn. Like I said, I think this is speaking to you or the majority of the Capricorns that are watching this video. But the Page of Pentacles is also associated with a younger, more immature type energy. The focus is on the money, the resources, and what you have at hand to expend or use or utilize. The focus could very well be your money. By the end of the month, the sun will be in your second house, and that is the house of money, resources, earning ability, self-esteem, and your possessions. So, yeah. I think that Page of Pentacles is very much representing of you. The card that represents the past or the past situation is the Two of Cups. This is the minor arcana Lover's card. The 2 up here represents the second house, and that house is ruled by Taurus, which is also an earth sign, attributing to that Page of Pentacles card you just saw. The Two of Cups or the second house, sorry. The second house is ruled by Taurus. It's the house of your money, your values, your earning ability, your self-esteem, your possessions, anything that you could point to, classify, or quantify as mine, or introduce to someone else as mine, would probably qualify as a second house item. The cups represent water sign energy, and the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This could be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. Something else that I want to indicate to you, though, is that there may be a Leo involved in some of your world. It may not be every Capricorn, but there may be a percentage of the Capricorns out there that are dealing with someone that has some strong Leo energy because of this lion's head that's in representation here in this card. But the Two of Cups is, like I said at the beginning, the minor arcana lovers card. This is two people coming together and even possibly breaking bread. This could very much be the idea of looking back to your New Year's celebration, or even looking back on the holidays with fond memories and being glad that you made the memories that you did, even though it was possibly a stressful time for you. The holidays can be stressful for anyone, especially if you're an adult. And I read something on Facebook. I can't remember who wrote it, but it was like in a meme, I think, or something, where it said, of course it makes sense that the holiday season occurs during Capricorn season, because they're the only ones that can get shit done so that holiday illusion can exist, if that makes sense. It's like y'all are the dream makers. So enjoy that. Sorry, Zoe's getting a little crazy over here trying to make her little nest bed with her blankies. But lay down. Oh, she thinks she's in trouble. Sorry, y'all. Anyways, but this Two of Cups card could be just the idea of reminiscing about what happened over New Year's, or thinking about what happened over this past holiday season. Could also be looking back fondly on a relationship that may... we are under the influence of a Mercury retrograde in your sign, Capricorn. It could be that you're dealing with a possible past lover coming in as well. Now, the possible obstacle at hand is the Seven of Cups. The 7 up here represents the 7th house, and that house is ruled by Libra. That's the house of your partnerships and your relationships, and how you identify who you are as a human being through your interactions with them. It also deals with counseling and open enemies. Open enemies are someone you would have an open beef with, or it would also be someone you would possibly have a reason to testify in open court against. I also see the 7th house open enemies as online arguing in an open forum where other people can see and participate or actively digest what is going on between you and another individual, like it's for public consumption. Another set of Cups cards. Cups, once again, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It could be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. The Cups also represent things that fill you up emotionally, make you feel whole, sustain you, and it's those things that they're the things that you hold close. They're the things that make your cup runneth over, if you will. Now, this card is the card of too many choices. It's also the card of trying to count your chickens before your eggs hatch. It's a card of it's a card of being indecisive. It's also a card about, it speaks to just, it's like none of this is grounded. None of this is in reality yet. This could evaporate as quickly as it has come to fruition. I'm sorry, I was trying to find a way to articulate that. I am filming this under the influence of a Mercury retrograde. Sorry. It is in one of my communication houses for, I think it's my, I can't remember. I do so much astrology, it's hard for me to remember my own placement sometimes. But it feels like this is the shock of too many choices or being overwhelmed. That's another. Yeah, feeling overwhelmed by too many options is another situation. I feel like this could be you. The only other thing, it's like for half of y'all, this represents you and you're shocked by all of the choices, or you were counting on chickens and the eggs didn't hatch. And for the other part of you, because of what I'm seeing in the transits, Mercury is in the 12th house at the beginning of the month, and by the end of the month, it's back in the first house. And we'll be clearing its post-retrograde shadow and stuff. Mercury will go station direct on the 9th or 10th of January, and will then have to clear its post-retrograde shadow. So it could be that there are secrets that are coming out. There is silver lining in the situation, this cloud back here. Also, a lot of blue in some of your cards. Could be very emotional for you as well. Mars in your house of communication, and then moving into the house of home and family. You could just be feeling overwhelmed by the choices at hand, or be overwhelmed by responsibilities that have landed in your lap. I know that applies to a Capricorn that I know personally. It's being overwhelmed, it's being confused, it's being unsure, and it's banking on things that aren't fully here yet. It's like trying to pay the rent with an IOU of an IOU. Like handing them the person. Like if you were given an IOU, it's like trying to pay the rent with that IOU. Like, I'm going to get it to you as soon as I got it, and it's not going to fly. It's an example. You get what I'm saying. Now, the card that represents the possible help in this situation is the Nine of Wands. Another 9 card. You had 2 9s. 9 of Pentacles for the underlying theme or the overarching energy, and now the 9 of Wands. 9 represents the Sagittarius ruled house of long-distance trips, higher education, religion, philosophy, astrology, legal system matters, political system matters, foreign people, foreign places, foreign things. Big house. It's your worldview expanded through study or travel. The Wands represent fire sign energy, and the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Now, I've talked about Sagittarius, about possible school, and also told you that Mercury will be going retrograde later on in the year. So it could be that you are defending your ground, or because that's what this card really looks like. It's catching your breath after a battle. It's reassessing the situation and the boundaries at hand. It's also being cautious and being ready to defend and ready to fight, but tired, not feeling 100%. The head up here, it could be that you're dealing with, your head's possibly hurting. You could be dealing with headaches. It's like he's standing his guard and keeping watch of the post, or manning. There's making sure there's no loss of ground. You could be defending something, or feeling like you need to defend something. The help could be somebody comes in and defends you. You could be feeling like you need defended from someone else. You could also be feeling like you just kind of want to isolate yourself from people. But he's been to battle, and he's not come out unscathed. He's got the wounds to prove it. Now, the possible outcome in this layout is the 6 of Cups. The 6 represents the Virgo ruled house of work and health, or competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. It also represents the daily grind, or your daily to-do list, your It's getting stuff done, and it's how you get stuff done on the daily. The cups, again, represent water sign energy. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. It could be their sun, moon, or rising, or it could be dealing with situations that are dealing with emotionally fulfilling, sustaining, and uplifting circumstances, relationships, those types of things. I like to think of it as your gooey center, if you will. It's what makes your cup runneth over. This card in itself represents this is a karmic card. This represents also like nostalgia and looking back at good times. I also see this as a card of like freely giving without the need to check if you are going to be okay. This is a card of charity as well in my eyes. Something that I've noticed while looking at the cards, there is 4 cards that have at least one character that has some sort of red ornament to their head. In the Two of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. She's got a red kind of headpiece right here in the background as well. So, with that, when I think of red, I think of fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And you've got the Leo right here. I also think of the red being associated with the head, and that would make me think of Aries specifically. So some of y'all may be dealing with a fire sign. Some of y'all it will be a Leo, some of y'all it will be an Aries, and some of y'all it will be a Sagittarius. It just depends. But I'm trying to give you as much information as I can to empower you. Now, I did the math on this spread, and it ended up being 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. That ended up to be your number for the possible outcome card. So there's some synchronicity there. The 6 represents that Virgo ruled house of work and health, or your daily to-do list, your daily grind. It's also the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. Now, aside from the tarot, I also pulled 2 oracle cards for you. The first that I pulled for you was the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle card, and I pulled for you Rose Quartz. This is dealing with love and heart healing, and it helps to heal and amplify the vibration of the heart chakra. It reads, Rose Quartz is a stone of universal love energy, and it draws love to the bearer. It brings peace during times of transition and eases heartache. You've pulled this card because your heart space needs healing in order to give and receive love. So meditate with Rose Quartz to lower your walls, initiate self-love, and to love others more deeply. The Divine Circus Oracle card that was pulled for you by Elena Fairchild is Ra, Ra, Ra. This is the 10th card of this 52 card deck. I think it's 52 cards. It felt like 52 cards. It is the 10th card of this deck. So for me, astrological house, the 10th house, that is the house of your career, your status, your reputation. It also deals with authorities and authority figures, or authority figures in their field, like experts. It's also a house of destiny. Now, your status or reputation is anything that you could change from like a job title to a marriage title, or even your relationship. Capricorn rules the 10th house, and Jupiter is in your 10th house right now. So it really does feel like a rah, rah, rah time for you, or it should. And I want to say that Ra is the sun god in Egyptian lore. There's a sun up there. The sun starts out this month in your sign and will end up in the second house by the end of the month. So that speaks to it as well. Let me hold this up while I give you the information. So the Rah, Rah, Rah card is about giving up your attachments to negative things, to the darkness. Giving up that attachment to drama. Giving up the attachment to the stories of your suffering or the pain of your past. That's not to say forget it, but release it so that you can have room for better. It's time for you to step into the light. It's time for you to recognize that there's a balance between light and darkness, and they both have to survive. They both have to exist for each other's existence sake. There can be no light without darkness. You understand? Be willing, be brave enough, be strong enough to shine your light without the need for someone else to hold your hand or give you encouragement. You're a very strong sign, Capricorn. Now, the healing portion of this card, the way that it read was, and if you so choose to close your eyes and place your hand, your dominant hand, over your heart and say the following. I call on the light of unconditional love. You fill me up, surround and protect me in a divine protective field of energy. I ask for healing, grace, mercy, assistance, and protection in all things and all ways. Thank you. I hope that you feel the protective power of light around you now, Capricorn. I also hope that you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. I'll be around for the February astrology. But for now, I hope that you're well. I hope that 2017 is treating you well. And I hope to see you soon. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Employ your self-care measures. Save some kindness for others, because we're all struggling with private things in our own worlds that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. Until next time, Capricorn, namaste and bye, y'all.